Hi there, welcome to this Fresh. My name is Buntle Sekhejane in front of Madlera Maweza. What's about to Kaufela? I'm running solo today, as you can see in the studio, but the show must go on. It was the fifth game of the Betway Premiership between Orlando Pirates versus Chippa United at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Orlando Pirates going to Eastern Cape to face Chippa United in their home stadium, which relatively you could say it looked like Orlando Pirates was the home team because of I think it was 30-something thousand fans of Orlando Pirates in the stadium. You could see that the majority of the people were Orlando Pirates supporters. And going back to the game, I just feel like Orlando Pirates showed that they were the runners-up of the Betway Premiership in 2 seasons in a row. They showed the utter dominance, with like the likes of Sihle Ndule, the likes of Sibelebe, the likes of Dion Hoto, the likes of Evidence Mahopa, you understand? So I just feel like Orlando Pirates played their best today, even though there was not there were a shortage of players like Rele William Fukeng, and I don't know what's going on with the coach nowadays, but because I don't see the inception of a player like Shenko, Kabelo Dlamini. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the coach wants to introduce all the new players first into the system, or what, because players like Abu Kabelo Dlamini, they should play regularly because they were on fire last season. They are the reason why the Pirates went to as far as reaching the semifinals of the CAF Champions League. So I just feel like, with that being said, it was a relatively one-sided game. You could see that Orlando Pirates are the bigger team, even though Chippa United were the home team. Chippa United didn't show the urgency that I need from a team that is like a rock bottom of the league. They only have 1 point in 5 matches. They lost 4 games and drew only 1 game. So I just feel like they need to pull up their socks before they enter into the relegation type of situation, whereby it's going to be hard for them to get out once the season has progressed, or in the latter stages of the season. But with that being said, it was a good game from Orlando Pirates. I'm just going to rate the players right now. I'm going to give Sipo Chaine, it was not tested as much, so I'm just going to give him 8 out of 10. I'm going to give him Bigazeli Mbogazi 10 out of 10. I'm going to give Siema 6 out of 10. I'm going to give Dion Hoto 7.5 just because he scored the goal. And I'm gonna give who was the other one? Who was the defender? Lost my train of thoughts. Okay. I'm gonna give Sipombule 5 because he came in later in the game. I'm gonna give Rele William Fukeng a 5. I am going to give Oswin Appolis my man of the match. He was really pushing Orlando Pirates today. He showed that he's playing for one of the biggest teams in South Africa. He's playing for the 3rd biggest brand in the Southern Hemisphere, behind the Springboks and the Kaizer Chiefs. So I feel like for Oswin Appolis, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Almost perfect performance, by far. Evidence Mahope, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 just because of the urgency and the will to fight for the team. I love that for him. I'm going to give Sihle Ndule 6. I'm going to give Patrick Tito Maswangani, just because he missed that penalty. I'm going to give him an 8 just because he scored the other one. And who else was there? I'm going to give Fatuma Mabasa 2. Didn't see anything ever since he went into the game, even though it was like 4 minutes left, but still we need to see something from him. Who else? Sibelebe. I'm gonna give Sibelebe 6 out of 10. I didn't see what he gives us when he plays, what he gives on the Pirates when he plays at the right back position. But based on what I've seen today, I'm just gonna give him a 6, and I'm gonna give the coach. I'll give him a 9 for the brilliant performance, because honestly speaking, this game was one-sided, guys. And Orlando Pirates should have scored 3-4 more goals, something like that, because I think the score is relatively 6-0 if they just stopped the interchanging passes in the box. They didn't shoot as much. They were playing with chances. Those half chances should have been buried in the final third. Just because of that, and I'm also gonna rate Stanley Nobali, even though he was shaky in the game, but I'll give him of Chippa United. I'll give him a 6. I think he's the only player that stood out in the game, apart from the Orlando Pirates players. But with that being said, thank you for watching. If you come this far, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Buntlez and Fana Matlera.